I'm feeling really overwhelmed right now. My brain is not firing on all cylinders. Hey there, it's Carrie here from Root Grow Coffee, and today in our video I am going to be replacing my sink on my coffee cart. Why? Because I do not like the sink that we currently have. It is too big, it's bulky, it's awkward, and it's time to have a little upgrade. This video, what I'm going to show you is how I'm going to install the sink and kind of walk you through why I chose the sink that we did. If you wanted a quick recap, we definitely have a YouTube short on that kind of goes through very quickly about the sink itself. If you are learning to build a coffee cart yourself and getting into the coffee catering world, stick around because this video might help you out with your build out journey. We're going to go ahead and continue on to the video and let's get the party started. So this is where our old sink was, and this is the new sink here. And then we also have our faucet that connects to the water tank. So down over here, I'm actually going through and taking each of the bolts off one by one. And let me tell you, this was definitely hurting my back for sure. And it's really, really hot outside, let me tell you that. So I've taken a majority of the bolts off here. Of course, gotta have a little fun. So this is what it looks like without the shelf. And this is the cutout for the sink itself. So we're gonna use the outer part because this is not a under counter sink. This is a top mount sink. And that is where my sink area is. So I'm just mapping out the little mapping thing that came with the sink. And I'm trying to figure out what direction we can go on the countertop. Can I go over here? Maybe over here? And should I go this direction? I don't know. But I am taping off where the tracks are so I don't accidentally cut into it. That's really important. And I just wanted to map it out to see exactly where it could be laid out without cutting into the tracks underneath or any of the boards. That's important. So Scotch tape really helps out with this, being able to map out exactly where my no-go zones are. So I'm taking the original board that we had and I'm kind of getting a sense of where the faucet would be. I don't know about you, but I'm a visual learner, and so it's great to have visuals to understand. But I'm kind of putting it to the side and saying, okay, will the edge of this work? How far off the edge can I go? And I'm also thinking, how is this going to work with my workflow? Especially if we have to prep drinks and all that. Is it going to be in the way? We don't know. But good thing I have my syrup rack right here where I can just put it on there and it gives me a better sense. So looking at it, I knew exactly that this was not going to work out. I mean, look at that. It's taken up a lot of space here. There's no way. And then when you come over here, even if I extended out the syrup rack because it has a little extender, there's no way. There's no way whatsoever. But let's try another way. Okay, if I have it towards the front here, still a no-go because this is basically my prep area. The camera where it's placed is normally the espresso machine. You have the grinder and then you have the pitcher rinser, which is right here. So that's the area of where the drinks are being made. When we're doing farmers markets or there's myself and my employee here, I'm usually the one who is taking the orders and I'm actually prepping for my employee who's going to make the drinks and then hands it off. So looking at this right now, the current state that it is, with the sink built into the counter, there's absolutely no way this is going to work because the way of the oblong shape that it is, it's a round, not a round, but a very unique oval shape, let's just put it that way, of where the placement of the sink is going to be. Because imagine syrups are going to be right here, you have your cups here, I'm taking orders, I'm writing on cups, I'm putting it down. And the sink being here, that's going to take away a lot of my space. Or the sink, if I flipped it this way and put it down, same thing. I'm going to be working over the sink, and there's no possible way that this is going to be done. I was hoping that this would actually work out because I wanted to eliminate putting the sink over here on the cart and eliminating all the pipes and everything because everybody and their mother can see it. But looking at this and mapping out everything, having the actual syrup holder and just thinking about how the flow would be when we're serving, whether it's at a private event or a public facing event, either way, I'm going to be sacrificing a lot of that prep area, and there's no way. So what does that come down to? Well, it basically comes down to creating a brand new panel. So remember, this is where the actual sink is, and the sink head is right here. So I'm going to map it out one more time on this side panel and see how we're looking. This shape can definitely work. There's no way we can do it because look how it's overlapping here, and it's over, even if I center it, there's still some overlapping here and some overlapping here. So there's no way that we're going to be able to fit it. So the only way we can do it is right here. And the problem that we have with this sink as well, when we had the faucet here, because there's such a huge gap, we had water that was leaking through the sides here, and it got into the gap here. Because again, this is a collapsible cart, so we don't have any sealant per se on here. There's no permanent attachment. This was designed in a way that we could pop off everything, fold it up, put it in my truck, ready to go. So the gap right here is actually way too big, and you could see water spots along here that it kept hitting. So this actually would actually push it up a little bit more. Here's the gap that I'm talking about. And if we get the sink right up to where that hole was made onto the new board, if we look at the back side, yeah, we're losing a little bit here, but we're actually gaining more on the sides. Because remember, when we're cutting in, we're gonna save more here, and then we're gonna have more space around here. Now, does that mean anything? Probably not. However, it does give a little bit of room, so if I need to put something on the side here, I can, or vice versa here. Follow my theory on this as I'm just looking at it, and this is why I'm a visual learner. I have to visually look at things before I actually commit to it. Now, originally, we had the faucet here, right? But because we are going to keep this room and the way, again, that it's shaped, is that in theory, we'll have this space back. This dead zone right here that's cut out on the original board, we're going to save. So imagine if we actually move the faucet from here to actually here. So that way, when we need to use the hand washing sink, the faucet would be facing this direction, and we could wash our hands and stuff this way instead of facing this way. Now that's not a bad idea, because if you look behind the boards underneath, we have holes, and actually would make putting the hand washing sink together much easier. Here's one more thought that I just thought of. So remember how I was just mapping out and I was going way towards the edge of the countertop? Get this. What if I applied that same theory and I moved that over here towards the middle? That can also work. I preserve space right here. I would get all this back, including that. Well, that would shift over, but I would get all this space back, and we would have more space for the countertop. Any way we could save space would be awesome. Here's another kicker too, as I'm looking at this. Check this out. Remember, the brackets are right underneath here. So we need to make sure that the cutout that we do will fit the cart underneath. So if I take this guy, put it right there, and kind of see where I'm at, I can map it out. Well, since I have this removed, let's just take it off, grab this guy. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Well, there is also a possible option we can do. I mean, what I could do is move this bracket over to the side more. So this would be extended out a little bit more to give this some more room. Okay. So I'll be honest with you, I am feeling absolutely overwhelmed with this. I am having executive functional freeze because I'm feeling really overwhelmed right now and my brain is just not firing on all cylinders. Oh, the beauty of being diagnosed with ADHD, I guess. And I'm a business owner? How crazy am I? I don't know. But you should subscribe to the channel if you haven't, because I do stuff like this, like overthinking about ways to improve flow, improving the business, improving on a lot of things when it comes to running a mobile coffee cart business and actually serving coffee to customers. If you would love to see me post more videos, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, like this video, comment, tell us what other topics I should cover, especially from someone who's been in the industry for 10 plus years, 7 of those owning a coffee roasting company. So I really appreciate you guys sticking around, and I'll make a part 2 with my husband, and we'll get this darn sink installed once and for all. Take care.